In a dihybrid test cross, let's take a easiest example. A tall pea plant is there with white flowers. Now pay attention, there are two characters you are taking. One is the flower color and the other is the height of the plant. So the question says a tall pea plant is there with white flowers. So how will you find whether it's a homozygous plant or heterozygous plant? Or the question can be what is the genotype of the plant, or how will you find the genotype of the plant? Please don't write wrong answer, simply write the answer. First thing will be the test cross. So your answer is what? To find out the genotype of a tall pea plant with white flower, the answer is we are going to perform a test cross. Now what do you need in a test cross? First of all is we need a recessive individual. Now what is the opposite of tall plant? Dwarf plant. And what is the opposite of the what is the recessive form for a dominant tall plant? It is dwarf plant. But white is already a recessive form. That means the examiner is only trying to confuse you. The question is that you have to find whether the tallness is homozygous or heterozygous, because the other character which they have given you in the paper is what? White flower, and white flower is a recessive one. Recessive means homozygous. So one thing is already clear in this question, that the flower color is a homozygous recessive one. So you have to only worry about whether the tall character is homo or heterozygous. So case 1 will be what? The genotype of this plant can be capital T, small w and small w. Small w represents white flower. If you have gone through the NCERT, capital W they used for the violet flower. So capital T, small w. And the second case possible is capital T, and small w for and small w. Why small w 2 times? Because it is talking about white flower. And white flower is only is the recessive form, and recessive only express in homozygous situation. You cannot put capital W here. I hope it's clear. So when this individual is crossed with a dihybrid recessive plant, so dihybrid recessive means small t and w small because dwarf and white flower. So from this individual, the only type of gamete possible is T capital and small w, because this is homo. So type of gamete possible is only one. In this case also one. So in this case, only one is hetero. So two types of gametes are possible, capital T and small w, small t and capital W. Now when these crosses are made, just like in the case of test cross of monohybrid you have learned, here if the all individuals formed in the next generation are tall pea plants with white flowers, then your individual which you are talking about is a homozygous. So this is the case 1. Right up to this much, then only your half answer is correct. Now the case 2, start performing this one, and if your result is the 50% are tall with white and 50% are dwarf with white, then it is going to be a heterozygous one. So please remember, this came in last year's board exam also. These are the favorite questions. They have been repeated a number of times when it comes to the test cross topic, and question generally starts like this: how do you find the genotype? So answer is always going to be by performing a test cross.